Miami. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Right to the air. Here's Murray. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second and 11 now. Murray. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there on the option. 51 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette.
To about the 26 here. The Dolphins at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Monday.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Touchdown, Dolphins. Stephon Diggs. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Play fake. Murray. Man open left side. It's Williams. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They found a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Murray's throw here into the hands of Harry. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Murray now. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
53, ready. 53, ready. 70.
Here's Stafford. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent gain, 35
defensively. They forced him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Stafford on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, he rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. He's at the 40, the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe... possibly they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Williams again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ryan Knoll. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
10. 59. Hurry.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. It's complete to Parker, left side. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Ready. Double right.
Stafford now to throw. And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Jones on the return. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Ooh,
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Completes this one to Thornton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Shotgun now for Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing again, Murray. Catch is made by Harry. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Murray going to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
22! Easy.
Stafford. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Hey, follow! Monday.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. It's complete to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Hey, 70! Hey.
Throwing again is Stafford. This is taken in by McBride. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
32! Hey, easy! Shot!
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Stafford. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Murray. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
Murray now to throw. He's got his man, Thornton. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Murray. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw is Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. This guy's been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Stafford here. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, it's Stafford. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts?
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Micah Parsons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 36 yards on the play.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Stafford.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Easy.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there.
He was taken down. All possible yards.
50. Omaha, remove.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So get work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
They run it again with Williams. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Alert! Alert!
Now it's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Stafford now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. There's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because